Novello with sport.
And I'm Jean-Marc Rampersad with your weather.
Let's tell you what's making the news tonight. Amid concerns and warnings, the Prime Minister assures migrants there will be no mass deportations.
Divers currently searching for a body in Toko waters as a man is feared to have drowned.
And after 2 years of waiting, authorities finally confirmed to relatives that Avazon Miller was killed and dumped on a beach in Chattam.
In sport, it's bronze again for Team TTO on the track at Pan American Juniors in Paraguay.
Another round of thunderstorms expected tomorrow. I'll have the details in tonight's weather report.
Prime Minister Kalma Prasad-Bisesa is assuring that her migrant policy will not be a mass deportation exercise.
It was during the lead-up to the general elections, Prasad-Bisesa said she will deport any migrant who engages in illegal activities. This was reiterated during a post-cabinet meeting in May. The Prime Minister also raised the issue of migrants involved in criminal activities during her speech on Monday during the Monday Night Forum in Couva. At B-Mobile's Future Leaders Internship Engagement Function at the Diplomatic Center today, the Prime Minister assured that her policy, when implemented, will be fair.
Soon, not mass deportation, but we are still working on that policy, and you will hear it maybe by next week. I have people working on it, Homeland Security and others.
Speaking with CNC3 News on the announcement, Coordinator of the Laramine Migrant Support Group, Angie Ramnarine, says the move is a welcomed one. She believes the change from a mass deportation policy is due to pressure placed on the government to be fair in treating with migrants.
I think there would have been pressure from all quarters because we have been in limbo too long, especially agencies that work with migrants, and especially as we're seeing the shutting down and moving out of things like the UNHCR and all these international bodies that had to do with migrants, and even Trump's cutting of US aid and funds that would have gone to help migrants and all of that. That would be one aspect of it.
CNC3 News emailed the United Nations High Commission for Refugees. However, up to news time, there was no response. Human rights activist and founder of the Caribbean Kids and Families Therapy Organization, Sofia Figueroa, says the move not to engage in mass deportations is a good one. She adds that the past regime missed out an opportunity to utilize professional migrants.
A day at Penzance Bay, Balandra, ended in tragedy when 35-year-old Andrew Curtis Clark from Malabar Arima went missing. Now, despite warnings from friends, Clark went approximately 100 feet into the water to retrieve a football. This video circulating on social media shows search parties near the rough waters. A bystander tried to help by swimming out with a rope, but Clark disappeared beneath the surface and did not resurface. Professional divers conducted an extensive search, but so far Clark's body has not been recovered. Authorities have contacted the Coast Guard and other agencies to assist in the ongoing search. Now to this developing story. The Health Ministry has launched an urgent investigation after 300 vials of fentanyl, a powerful and potentially lethal opioid, went missing from a public health facility.
Authorities say the highly dangerous drug was reported unaccounted for following a delivery error uncovered earlier this month. The ministry says the discrepancy was flagged on August 6th, prompting an urgent investigation. That includes site inspections, verification of delivery logs, and requests for video surveillance from the facilities involved. Fentanyl is an extremely potent synthetic opioid, typically used only under strict hospital supervision. In even the smallest doses, it can cause severe respiratory failure or death. The Ministry of Health is working alongside the police service and the Ministry of Homeland Security to determine exactly how the drugs went missing and to ensure it doesn't happen again. Authorities are warning the public against handling or using the drug under any circumstances. The ministry advises that if anyone comes across any suspicious substances or are offered fentanyl, call the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service immediately.
After waiting 2 years for answers from the police, DNA results confirm that the decomposing body found on a beach in Chattam in 2023 is that of missing mother Avison Miller.
Miller's son Erin told CNC3 News police broke the news to them at their Point 14 home today. While their worst fears have been realized, he says they're relieved to finally have closure. The announcement came just 2 days after Miller's sister, Kelly-Zander Grant, made a public appeal to authorities to disclose the DNA results. DNA samples had been taken from Miller's father and her eldest son sometime after the body was found, but since then the family had been living in limbo. 43-year-old Miller, a mother of 6, went missing on July 15, 2023. Though she's upset about the long wait, she says the family's focus now is on putting her sister to rest.
Our concern is to get her body that she could be rested in the proper manner. Even though it took so long, it was really agonizing with pain and crying and, praying and fasting. We have faith in God, so whatever it is to be will always be. Even though the justice system always fails us, it's okay. We thank God for the results.
Miller's family will be going to the Forensic Science Center on Monday to collect her body and seek answers over the long delay in the DNA results.
We reached out to Senior Superintendent Thompson, who confirmed the police received the results from the Forensic Science Center, but could not account for the delay.
The appeal court will now weigh in on the move to terminate over 300 CPEP contractors. Earlier today, lawyers for Eastman Enterprise filed an appeal challenging the handling of its court case by High Court Judge Margaret Mohammed. In a preliminary ruling last week, Justice Mohammed stayed the case and referred one aspect to the DPP's office. The company is claiming that Justice Mohammed erred in the decision based on limited evidence before her. It is also contended that she was wrong to have ruled that it should have pursued arbitration before litigation. The case may be heard during the judiciary's ongoing annual vacation as the company filed for an application for an urgent hearing. CNC3 News understands that CPEP's lawyers, led by senior counsel Anand Logan, would not object to the expedited hearing.
Another there could be a potential review of some state-funded youth programs with emphasis to be placed on artificial intelligence aimed at equipping young people for future jobs.
This from Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar, who is tonight advising that youth development will be prioritized in the upcoming budget. At B-Mobile's Future Leaders Internship function at the Diplomatic Center, she praised the initiative, which benefits 600 interns aged 17 to 21, with training in artificial intelligence, procurement, digital sales and other skills. The Prime Minister listed programs such as YTEP, OJT, HYPE, MUST, CCC and the Youth Apprenticeship Program among those to potentially be reviewed. She says her government will place special focus on AI, digital literacy and industry-aligned work experience to prepare young people for the jobs of the future, as she urged the private sector to partner in this effort.
I call on the rest of corporate Trinidad and Tobago to follow this example. I urge them to invest in structured, purposeful programs that will prepare our youth not only for jobs but also for leadership.
Meanwhile, TKR coach Dwayne Bravo challenged the 600 interns to grab every opportunity, stay focused and rise above the lure of crime that too often shadows their communities.
I don't drink alcohol. That might be a surprise for some of you, especially to the young ones. I never drink alcohol, I never gamble, I never do no form of drugs. I was still able to be successful and fulfill my passion and my dream. Please don't take it for granted. When you have opportunities, grab it with both hands.
The interns were treated to performances by Neil Iwer George and Young Brother before the event concluded.
But still to come in the news, Nursing Association wants public sympathy for the medical professionals in Jasha's case, saying they're not to blame.
A daring daylight robbery ends with a bandit behind bars thanks to one brave victim.
Coming up in sport, there's a new captain in town ahead of the Trinbago Knight Riders Caribbean Premier League season.
Get the story first. Want to know what's happening in news, sports, or crime? Get the CNC3 app. As the story breaks, CNC3 is there giving you the story first on your mobile device. Be connected to the most trusted and reliable news source, CNC3. Access your world with just a tap. The CNC3 app. Download it today.
Well, the Registered Nurses Association says the medical professionals attached to the Jasha Francois case are currently distraught over what transpired.
And tonight, the association is pleading with the public to direct their anger over the 6-year-old's death towards the decision makers who set up the medical professionals to fail. Association President Eddie Stewart believes it is the system and not the personnel which is to blame for the child's death at the San Fernando Teaching Hospital. Speaking on the CNC3's The Morning Brew, Stewart said there are not enough nurses trained in specialized pediatric care. He also complained that the nurse-to-patient ratio is still not in keeping with best practice. And he said while the public is looking to assign blame, a large portion of it should be aimed at the people in charge of managing the resources.
No one is coming down on the successive ministers of health who have refused to provide the necessary resources to prevent such a recurrence. No one is coming down on the successive governments who have failed to ensure we have properly trained pediatric nurses to take care of our children.
Stewart said that even as preparations continue to open the Kufa Children's Hospital, there are still not enough nurses to fill the vacancies that will be created. He warned that nurses are reaching their breaking point and the necessary action will be taken.
How can you monitor the child properly if you have 5 other patients, if you have already short? How can you monitor effectively if you are on, because you have 5 other patients to monitor? When you are doing medication, you have to do medication for all of your patients.
Stewart said he is happy that Health Minister Dr. Lakram Bodo has pledged to address the human resource shortage in the nursing sector.
Custom clerks in San Fernando are growing frustrated over the lack of washroom facilities at that office. They tell us that on a daily basis, about 60 clerks visit the office, some spending up to 8 hours there, yet they cannot use on-site restrooms. Instead, they are forced to rely on bathrooms at nearby businesses and food outlets within the area. One clerk who requested anonymity complains that it's a public building and supposed to have public washroom facilities. Employees say they used to work out of the Point Lisa's office, but since renovations last year, they've been going to Port of Spain and San Fernando. They're calling the situation unfair and are hoping that the authorities address it soon. We attempted to contact communication specialists at the Customs and Excise Division, Alicia Charles Primus, who indicated that she would call us back, but there was no further communication up to news time.
Well, folks, if you thought chivalry was dead, think again, because one man in Port of Spain literally took matters into his own hands when a brazen daylight bandit messed with the wrong couple.
Our reporters Keishan Haynes and Ian Wason caught part of it on camera. Just after 2 p.m., Josiah and his girlfriend were strolling along the Brian Lara Promenade in Port of Spain when, in a flash, the man grabbed the young woman's handband and took off running. But guess what? Josiah chased the suspect straight down the sidewalk and caught up with him outside Nicholas Towers, where he tackled him and held him in a headlock while bystanders called the police. And here's the moment our cameras caught. Josiah calmly handing over the suspect to responding officers.
Like I said, petty robbery. How much money you get for a bracelet, boy? A 400. How much you get for a bracelet? A 400.
Well, Josiah could be overheard in the video telling the suspect that the handband belonged to his girlfriend's grandmother. Now, police have confirmed they took the man into custody and he's expected to face charges.
Well, Monday marked a major milestone for the recently elected UNC administration.
After 100 days in office, we wanted to know, are you satisfied with the government's handling of the crime situation? Here are some of your responses.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPEP.
Presently, for now, yes, I am satisfied, but it will take time because it's a new government that has to take over. Certain measures has to be put into place, and it can't be done in just 100 days.
I'm seeing progress, but it's a bit slow. I think more should have been done. Yeah, comparing to, certain instances and things like that, Yeah. But so far, it's, let us see.
I think it's a little too early to determine because as a new team, they will have new strategies, they'll have new thinkers. I think they're serious about wanting to solve crime. But crime is beyond the government. All of us have to be involved.
I think they could do much better with handling the crime because it does have a lot of crime going on and you don't really see the police really acting on it to say. Yeah, so I believe they could do much better than this.
Yes, I am, because I'm actually seeing things getting done, changes are made, and it's much better than in previous times.
To a point, yes, and to a point, no. Right? And why I say that is that the manner they go about executing the duties is not suitable to some. Right? For instance, we all know what the sign of the Punisher means. But then again, is that something really implemented in Trinidad?
I think it's too short of a time period to judge that. I think I need a little more time to see exactly what they're going to do and what their processes are and what they want to put in place and actually see it executed.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPEP.
While former Energy Minister Stuart Young has accused Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar of taking full credit for the production-sharing contract with ExxonMobil, the Prime Minister remains unfazed. Though she did not address Young's critique directly, she says she is looking forward to positive outcomes from the deal.
Look, we live in a country of free speech. Everybody has their opinion. My opinion is that it is a great opportunity for Trinidad and Tobago. The naysayers, you will always have them.
The agreement signed on Tuesday could see ExxonMobil invest between 16 and 21 billion US dollars in the ultra-deep water blocks within TNT's territorial waters. But ExxonMobil's top geologist said there is no guarantee of success.
The Port of Port of Spain is seeking to refute claims by the Downtown Owners and Merchants Association that it is the slowest port in the Caribbean. DOMA alleges that the slow processing of containers has caused several shipping lines to wait outside of the port and go beyond their docking dates by as much as 2 weeks. But the port has responded and is claiming that according to data in the last 4 months, the average wait time for a vessel ranged from 1 to 3 days. The port has acknowledged regional challenges from increased cargo, global shipping disruptions, and documentation delays, which have affected its operations. It says this caused irregular vessel arrivals and impacting cargo delivery efficiency. It claimed that it is managing vessel flow by coordinating with shipping lines, boosting yard and berth efficiency, and streamlining document clearance. DOMA is coming under fire from the Seamen and Waterfront Workers Trade Union following its comments about inefficiencies at the Port of Port of Spain.
Meanwhile, political economist Derek Ramsamouch warns the 15% U.S. tariff imposed on TNT exports will further strain the manufacturing sector and reduce export competitiveness. Andrea Perez-Sobers shares more in tonight's Business Watch.
Seamen and Waterfront Workers Trade Union President Michael Anisette is pushing back against the comments on Wednesday by Downtown Owners and Merchants Association about inefficiencies at the Port of Port of Spain. DOMA described the port as one of the lowest performing in the Caribbean and said businesses have attempted to pivot by using the port of Point Lisas but encountered problems there as well.
It is rather unfortunate that an association which was so definitely required
on issues and as a stakeholder. That was affecting before that there wasn't any raising of their voices. And I wonder why. But I'm not going to sit idly by and allow Doma or anybody to pass the buck.
The Port Authority, through the Port of Port of Spain, rejected Doma's suggestions of consistent 2-week delays. Pat noted that according to operational data for the past 4 months, the average vessel wait times were significantly lower. In U.S. tariff news, political economist Derek Ramsamuch has issued a strong warning regarding 15% U.S. tariff on TNT exports, saying it will place additional pressure on an already burdened manufacturing sector and severely reduce export competitiveness. Ramsamuch criticized the tariff as a direct threat to local producers, many of whom are still recovering from global supply chain disruptions and rising input costs.
What it also reveals is the fallacy that the CARICOM is a voice for the region. In other countries, for example, if you look at Brazil, Brazil understood the tariffs and basically utilized its reciprocity. The question now is, does this government have the capacity to implement reciprocity of action? Not just only with respect of commodities, but in terms of the relationship of services.
He described the government's approach as timid and lacking political will, warning that the move could further undermine the country's manufacturing base and weaken trade resilience. And now for a look at today's energy and foreign exchange prices. Andrea Perez-Sobers, CNC3 Business Watch.
The Labour Minister is giving several trade unions the assurance that government will address its over-reliance on contract labour.
He also promised that a workers' agenda will soon be unveiled that seeks to address some of their long-standing issues. Labour Minister Leroy Batiste met with members of the Joint Trade Union on Thursday for what was described as an introductory meeting. TUTA, the Communication Workers Union, and the Amalgamated Workers Union told CNC3 News that Minister Batiste promised to end the over-reliance on contract labour, which unions say undermines workers' rights and collective bargaining. All three unions are dismissing criticism from PNM's Brian Manning, who claimed they have forgotten their membership and are now serving the UNC. The CWU's Secretary General Joanne Ojir issued the strongest condemnation of Manning's claim.
I believe Mr. Manning is an elitist PNM and he needs to see about the PNM business and stay out of trade union business. And if he's so concerned about what trade union is supposed to be doing, he would have been more vocal before. So right now it is an unfair statement to say what he has been saying.
Tomorrow, the Labour Minister will have a pre-budget and home invasion law consultation with members of the Joint Trade Union Movement and NATUC.
Economist Dr. Valmiki Arjun says government's plan to fill over 20,000 public sector vacancies could meaningfully tackle unemployment and improve service delivery. But he warns it must be done gradually to avoid straining the country's finances. Prime Minister Kamal Prasad Biswas announced the unfreezing of hiring across ministries on Monday. Arjun suggests a phased intake of over 2 years, coupled with cutting waste and deleting obsolete posts to keep debt in check. Meanwhile, the Employers Consultative Association says job creation is always positive, but hiring must follow established procedures. But CEO Ronald Ramlogan said vacancies must be filled based on competence, skills, and qualifications to ensure candidates can perform effectively.
Let's tell you what's still to come in the news tonight. Ministers hit the beach, but not to relax as they seek a solution to ending the violence among beach chair vendors.
We had thunderstorms over southern and eastern areas of Trinidad this morning, which gradually spread across the island well into the afternoon. That activity has now settled, leaving behind some partly cloudy conditions. Meanwhile, Tobago had mostly fair conditions with just the odd isolated shower today. We can expect similar conditions tomorrow. I'll have the details coming up just after the break.
Joe has the back-to-school shoe brands you trust. See all the new Infinity Premium back-to-school styles from only $200. Also, top-quality Fila sneakers from $350. And for the first time, Puma school sneakers from $399. Plus 4 pairs of free selected Apex socks with each purchase. Only at Detour.
Cricks. There's a new Cricks back with colors that pop. Huh? Yeah, say colors that pop. Same great Cricks that's in all your shops. T-shop, all your shops. Fresh new look, delicious to see. It looks so good, it's delicious to see. With toppings on top of time, I'm real hungry.
Yeah, boy, real hungry.
Cricks, new pack is a hit. Best food, yeah, so no sick. Ready for the shorting to fix your mix? Just reach for the new pack. Reach for your Cricks. Get your Cricks today. New look, same vital supplies.
Nature's Ways Alive Kids Gummies are multivitamin gummies meant to support the development of children's bodies like their bones, muscles, joints, brain, heart, and also their immune health. Choose Alive Kids Gummies by Nature's Way because they deserve it.
Mom, Dad, this is Trevor.
Hi. He's no Kieran.
Back up.
Swing? That's why he crossed the road.
It was funny when Kieran said it.
Oh, who could that be?
We're like the parents who don't miss your ex.
I can't believe Kieran is in the neighborhood.
CG United. Good like that.
He's a soldier. You are a soldier. And this is war.
Don't forget, we are Food Basket Superstore right here in Arima. Come see for yourself. From stationeries to household items and so much more right here at Food Basket Superstore in Arima.
I really love the variety. There's something for everyone here.
Dust from the Saharan desert, over 6,000 kilometres away, travels across the Atlantic to our little island, filling the air we breathe with tiny dust particles that can trigger an inflammatory response when inhaled into the lungs.
Saharan dust travels far and triggers inflammation. Omega XL helps reduce it at the source. Support your body from within.
Shop Southern Food Basket anniversary flash sale on now. Creamery ice cream assorted, 1 gallon, 2 for $79.95. Chicken wings, 1 kg, $34.95. Happy pasta cuts, 300 grams, 5 for $19.95. Rich Port vegetable oil, 900 ml, 2 for $24.95. Snuggle bathroom tissue, 12 pack, 2 for $33.95. Lucozade Energy Original or Tropical, 360 ml, 3 for $18.95. Tenderness napkins, 100, 5 for $17.95. Available at Southern Food Basket.
Parliamentary Secretary for the Ministry of Trade, Investment and Tourism, Dr. Neil Gosain, says plans are underway to regularize beach chair vendors.
After touring Maracas Beach and meeting with Defense Minister Wayne Sturge, the ministers say time has come to bring some order to the beach. Alexander claims the vendors are essentially extorting customers into renting from them, creating a negative environment for beachgoers. Gosain says this needs to end.
all the vendors on the beach falls under Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, Jolene John. So there is no formal contract between the vendors and UDCOT at this point in time. It needs to be regularized. So that is what we are looking at. There is a plan that has been developed since 2024.
Gosain says he will have to speak with Minister of Works Jolene John, Line Minister for UDCOT, the state body with control of the beach, on how soon the vendors can be regularized.
Believe that is the right way?
So you have no problem?
No, that won't be a problem.
Alexander adds that while some 50 million was spent to upgrade the facilities in 2017, it has deteriorated significantly.
Calls to former Tourism Minister Randall Mitchell went unanswered.
From those pictures, it looked like a pretty nice day to be on the beach today,
right.
Jean-Marc.
There were some showers up in Maracas today, and they may very well get some more tomorrow, as we're expecting some afternoon thunderstorms. So maybe not the best day to go tomorrow. But let's take a look at some of the data that the hurricane hunters have found so far as they're investigating Tropical Storm Erin. Now, this data was updated just about 20 minutes ago, and they have found hurricane force winds just in the northeastern sector of the system, as we can see here by the purple areas just about here northeast of the center. This just shows the importance of the hurricane hunters, as they are able to provide more precise and accurate information on the storm's strength and structure. Now, the forecast has not changed much. It's still expected to intensify into a hurricane over the next 24 hours, passing just north of the northern Leeward Islands, then becoming a major Category 3 hurricane before it makes a right turn, taking it between the U.S. East Coast and Bermuda. Now, tropical storm watches are already in effect for Anguilla, Barbuda, and all of the French and Dutch territories nearby as it passes the northern Leeward Islands. Now, taking a closer look, Erin has grown a bit in size today, and the center is just about in the northeastern corner of this mass of activity. So the system is slightly lopsided, but it will still be interesting to see its impact on the CPL games in St. Kitts and Antigua over the next week or so. Now, taking a wider look at things, Erin seems to be pulling everything towards it, but it still has a lot of moisture in this area here, which will give us some thunderstorms tomorrow. Now, tropical wave 25 is still out there in the eastern Atlantic, struggling in the wake of Erin. So the forecast for us for tonight, fair to partly cloudy conditions with just a few isolated showers, which can be moderate at times favoring eastern areas. Overnight lows of 23 in Trinidad and 26 over in Tobago. Now, usually for Tobago, when the winds are out of the south and blowing inland from the warm ocean, they get slightly warmer minimum temperatures over Crown Point especially. Tomorrow, we can expect a few showers during the morning with just a low chance of the odd thunderstorm, but that chance increases significantly by late morning. Now, the thunderstorms are expected to favor northern and central areas at first, then spread to other areas of Trinidad later on in the afternoon. Now, due to the proximity of Erin, our winds are expected to be out of the south tomorrow and very light, so the thunderstorms may tend to sit over an area and not move off quickly as we've been seeing, and that will result in the higher chance of flash flooding. So just be aware of the weather when conducting your activities tomorrow. Seas are slight to moderate with waves in open waters near 1.5 meters and calm to smooth in sheltered areas. Winds are expected to be out of the south at about 5 to 10 knots with gusts occasionally near the thunderstorms. Now, the thunderstorms are slightly less likely on Saturday and Sunday, but we can still expect showers favoring the afternoon, and then on Monday we may see an appearance with the ITCZ with a few showers and isolated thunderstorms again. So it's looking like a very busy couple of days, especially over the weekend, and don't forget the possibility of flash flooding for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much, Jean-Marc. Well, let's tell you what's still to come in the news. Alcohol and driving just don't mix. The police service says there's a need to address the culture of alcoholism locally.
Where does disease start? It often begins silently. No pain, no symptoms, just inflammation quietly damaging your body. Our choices, food, stress, pollution, all feed inflammation. Chronic inflammation is the root cause of many modern diseases.
You can't go back in time, but you can start addressing inflammation
before it becomes disease.
Omega XL is a natural inflammation fighter clinically researched with over 30 fatty acids and no fishy aftertaste. Available Caribbean-wide at pharmacies and health food stores. Call 1-868-225-0410 for more information.
Shop Southern Food Basket anniversary flash sale on now. Creamery ice cream assorted, 1 gallon, 2 for $79.95. Chicken wings, 1 kg, $34.95. Happy pasta cuts, 300 grams, 5 for $19.95. Richport vegetable oil, 900 ml, 2 for $24.95. Snuggle bathroom tissue, 12 pack, 2 for $33.95. Lucozade Energy Original or Tropical, 360 ml, 3 for $18.95. Tenderness napkins, 100s, 5 for $17.95. Available at Southern Food Basket.
Big ambition starts with clear vision. This back to learning season, Rera Optical has eyewear packages for every learner. For kids 15 years and under, get a free frame with lenses starting at just $495. Scholars, it's time to level up your look with frame plus lenses from $750. Lifelong learners, purchase any frame $1,099 plus and unlock up to 30% off premium lenses like Eisen, Varilux, and Transitions in 8 bold colors. And don't miss your chance to win a $1,500 learning supply voucher or transition lenses when you purchase any eyewear package. Ferrera Optical, big ambition, clear vision. Visit us in store today. This promotion is NOCD approved.
Discover a breakthrough in healthcare at Liberty Medical Center, where expert care is affordable. See top specialists in endocrinology, diabetes care, dermatology, psychiatry, psychology, urology, obstetrics, and gynecology. We offer ultrasounds, x-rays, and ECGs. With full diagnostic services, an in-house pharmacy, and compassionate care, you'll leave feeling better than you came in. Visit us at 154 Pointe de Paix Road, San Fernando, or call 610-4562. Liberty Medical Center, your health, our mission.
The moment my children came into my life, I do everything I can for them to live healthy, enjoyable lives. Nature's Ways Alive Kids Gummies are multivitamin gummies meant to support the development of children's bodies. They come in delicious fruit flavors and contain natural plant-based pectin. This means that if I'm looking for an alternative to animal-based gelatin for personal reasons, they are the best choice for my little ones. Choose Alive Kids Gummies by Nature's Way for your children because they deserve it.
This Java bring the whole family to La Vega Estate, Trinidad's #1 family-friendly destination. Open daily, including weekends and public holidays. La Vega is more than Trinidad's leading garden center. It's packed with fun for everyone. New this season, thrilling ATV tours for the adventure seekers, plus 2 large pools, fishing, nature trails, playgrounds, and more. Camp under the night sky. Make a booking for an unforgettable family getaway. Call or WhatsApp 714-5969 to plan your next adventure today.
Is blurry vision holding you back from living your best life? Step into TEH Optical today and experience the clarity you deserve. We don't just test your vision. Our advanced technology checks your complete eye health. And with our expert team of eye specialists, we detect issues early, provide tailored treatments, and help protect your vision. Then, get your stylish frames and custom lenses so you can look as sharp as your new vision. TEH Optical, preserving sight, enhancing lives.
You can make your goals unfold, go get it. You can live your dream, join the team, let's do this. You can get the help you need to succeed with Rand Credit Union. You can believe that you can achieve it. Big goals, small ones too. Rand Credit Union, we've got you. No more waiting, that won't do. Make someday today. One life, so make it good. Live the way you know you should. With Rand Credit Union, yes you could. Make someday today.
Live your best life today with Rand Credit Union.
Food Basket Marketplace is celebrating our 34th anniversary for the month of August, and you're invited. Massive deals like big deal peas and carrots, big deal kidney beans. Buy 3 tins, get 1 free. Port Royal oil, 900 ml. Buy 3, get 1 free. Buy 12 packs of toilet paper and get a pack of napkins free. Come and shop to win in one of our 34 shopping sprees. Big giveaways and free hampers to be won. Only at Food Basket Marketplace, Arima, Chaguanas, Champlain, and Goldfield. Food Basket, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right. Food Basket, the nation's #1 supermarket.
Welcome back. Government plans to place police officers in schools nationwide in the new academic year.
Confirmation during a meeting at the Education Towers earlier today between Education Minister Dr. Michael Dowlat, Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander and Police Commissioner Alistair Guevara. The police presence is set to help maintain discipline and school safety, as well as reduce violence in schools. But that is not the only method. The ministry said they will look at a holistic approach to addressing indiscipline, one that empowers principals, parents and communities to guide and support students positively. In the last academic year, there were over 1,100 fights and assaults in Term 1, 786 in Term 2 and 713 in Term 3. The TTPS's Road Safety Coordinator believes it is time for this country to meaningfully address its culture of alcoholism.
While on the Morning Brew program, Sergeant Brent Batson suggested that while police officers continue to crack down on drunk drivers, the root cause of the problem must not be overlooked. Batson referenced an incident last week where a driver under the influence of alcohol killed a Barrackpore man with his vehicle. The road safety coordinator said this speaks to an untreated disease in this country.
I got a call from one media rep saying, why aren't any police outside? A lot more bars and a lot more. How much bars you want the police outside of?
Yeah,
you know,
so many bars, too many.
That's not even possible.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Even globally, that's not a strategic possibility. So it's the culture that has to change.
Sergeant Batson said officers are eagerly awaiting the additional technological reinforcements that they have been promised. Let's hand you over now to Jovan for a look at sport. Jovan?
Thanks, Ria. Coming up in sport, all sectors Netball League makes an investment in the future. And we take a look around the region in our Caribbean Sport Roundup. Sport is up next.
Established in 1984, Telecom Security Services is the best in cash in transit with our armored vehicles with impeccable record. Featuring 24-hour surveillance to protect our clients' valuables. This is asset security that's equipped and efficient. From a modern head office, we deliver quality and trust, mitigating risk. Operational excellence with highly trained and dedicated staff. The best cost-driven security solution. Telecom Security Services.
Wait, you thought Christmas in July was over? Think again. Bright Ideas is slaying it till September. The deals you love are still here. Kitchen must-haves, home decor, and back-to-school steals. Plus the best prices on stationery. Get 12 copybooks for just $12.99. Copyright paper only $29.99. And 6 notebooks for $18.99. Plus so much more. Shop in store or online at brightideashomestore.com. But hurry, these deals melt away September 9th.
Food Basket Marketplace is celebrating our 34th anniversary for the month of August, and you're invited. Enjoy massive deals like mince beef, £5 for $99. Cow heel, £5 for $79.95. Nestle cream milk, 4 for $54.95. Crown, 8 kilograms rice, $69.99. Come and shop to win one of our 34 shopping sprees. Big giveaways and free hampers to be won. Shop, save, and celebrate only at Food Basket Marketplace, Arima, Chaguana, Shafre, and Goville. Food Basket, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right.
At Cruise Inn Hotel and Yachting Center, we're all about time. In fact, once you check in, there's no time to lose. Reconnect with a little family time. Make a splash with some pool time. Spend some treasured quality time. Or just immerse yourself in some quiet time. Indulge your senses at dinner time. We even have the perfect venue when it's your celebration time. So it's high time you visit Cruise Inn. Choose our day pass or call 607-4000 to make your dinner or hotel reservations or to find out more about our event spaces. Take a time out at Cruise Inn Hotel and Yachting Center.
There's a powerful switch inside your body
AMPK, it tells your system to burn fat, balance blood sugar, and boost energy. Berberine Plus activates AMPK naturally, supporting metabolism, weight management, and healthy insulin function. Available now at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Berberine Plus, powered by AMPK, perfected by nature.
Get it all at Southern Food Basket. Southern Food Basket. Quality food to fill you.
Hey, pretty lady. I see you looking for some hot sauce. Boy, move it. I have a man. See you. So you don't want no mother-in-law?
Attention valued shoppers, we are thrilled to celebrate 34 amazing years with you, our loyal customers. A huge congratulations to all our winners.
Hey, don't make joke. I know we're not shopping spree.
Snacks we buying, mommy.
Look, boy, come on, eh? Well, look how I just win a Caribbean getaway now. Rock back. Girl, I know we're not shopping spree, eh? Well, come on, help me now. You don't have a man? Later. Nah.
It's Southern Food Basket's 34th anniversary extravaganza from July 1st to August 31st. Shop and enter for a chance to win incredible prizes, Caribbean getaways, staycations, shopping spree, and the ultimate grand prize of a brand new Suzuki Grand Vitara.
Dress like you mean business. At The Working Woman, we bring you stylish, professional looks made for the modern woman. From casual to formal workwear, we've got your professional wardrobe covered.
Welcome back. Sport now. Makera Wallace captured another bronze for Trinidad and Tobago after she fell just short of the women's sprint final on the track at the 2025 Junior Pan American Games. Here are some highlights from Paraguay today. TNT's Makera Wallace qualified fourth fastest, crossing the finish in 11.293 seconds, riding against the clock. Elsewhere in women's sprint qualifying, countrywoman Phoebe Sandy qualified fifth fastest when she clocked 11.436 seconds. In the 1/8 final, Wallace overcame Mexico's Vanessa Gonzalez to advance. Sandy also advanced past Venezuela's Carliani Martinez. The pair met in the quarterfinals, where Wallace took the semi-final spot with a convincing straight ride victory. In the semis against Colombia's Stephanie Cuadrado, she met her match, losing the first ride. Then, taking bronze as Cuadrado took her own straight ride win from the contest. But still in with a shot at precious metal, Wallace tackled Argentina's Valentina Mendez for bronze.
Se va a pegar en pedales. Ahí está entonces. Saca la diferencia Makera Wallace. Y se queda entonces con la medalla de bronce Trinidad y Tobago. Medalla de bronce.
After winning the first ride comfortably, TNT's World Junior Double silver medalist added Pan Am Junior bronze to her growing haul. Trinidad and Tobago now with 5 bronze medals at this year's Games, 3 of them coming on the track. In hockey, the Calypso Stickmen will play for 5th after losing a third straight preliminary round match 6-1 to Canada this morning. The Canucks shot into a 2-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. In the second, they stretched their advantage with further penalty corner goals to lead 4-0 at the half. Adamson Cameron pulled one back for Team TTO in the third quarter, but Canada added another 2 to finish top of Group B. TNT finished bottom of the group and await their 5-8 classification match opponent. In the pool, swimming out of lane 2 in the women's 200-meter individual medley, Zuri Ferguson bowed out in the heats to end her 2025 Pan Am Juniors program. Ferguson clocked a time of 2 minutes, 31.03 seconds to finish 6th and bow out of medal contention. In cricket, a new skipper will lead the Trinbago Knight Riders in the hunt for a 5th Caribbean Premier League title. After 6 seasons as captain, Kyron Pollard has now handed over that responsibility to prolific batsman and wicketkeeper Nicholas Puran. Coach Dwayne Bravo said the move was rooted in succession planning, while Pollard said this was an ideal opportunity to get a new captain in during a transition period. In an interview with the TKR media, Puran described his appointment as an honor and privilege.
Everything they have passed up to me, I'm getting that opportunity now to make decisions on the cricket field, to try to impact the game for us as much as possible, hopefully put it in our favour. So it's a nice feeling because we talk cricket every single day. We play cricket similarly, and hopefully this year is our one, and we can make it a really memorable one this year for us.
Of course, captaincy is no means new to Puran. He previously led the West Indies in white ball cricket for 6 months in 2022. Now, despite West Indies winning their first ODI series against Pakistan since 1991, cricket analyst Andre Lawrence is not giving coach Darren Sammy the passing grade. Ian Wason has more.
After West Indies' 202-run win over Pakistan on Tuesday, a jubilant coach Darren Sammy hailed his team led by skipper Shea Hope. The win has helped ease some tension in and around the West Indies cricket, but the all-format coach called for an all-hands-on-deck approach for West Indies' progress to continue.
The system needs all hands on deck. The long-term goal is to change our development system, starting from kids playing sports. You need from 6 years old, you need to start grooming them. So we need a system, whether it be in the schools, whether it be in the clubs, the communities. From time these kids have an interest, we need to create that system that breeds that type of competitiveness with good techniques.
Speaking on Morning Shot on Thursday, former Trinidad and Tobago batsman Andre Lawrence isn't swayed by recent results.
Yeah, I rubbish what Sammy says they're playing. I'm not ashamed to say it. I think he's incompetent and not the right person for the job. There were always questions about his level of qualifications, so that question mark is always there.
However, cricket commentator Gerard Basso is not quick to discard the St. Lucian and would give him a run.
In Test match cricket, and this is where I'm torn, I'm willing, because Australia is only one series with Darren Sammy at the helm. I'm willing to give him time in the Test match arena to see if he does anything. I don't agree with some of the decisions he's been making.
The regional team's next engagement is against Nepal in September. Ian Wason, CNC3 Sport.
And we'll be sure to keep an eye for any developments in the West Indies team. Now, the Courts All Sectors Netball League's Youth Development Program began this week at the Eastern Regional Sports Arena in Tacarigua. The future of TNT Netball has been on show in Week 1, and CNT3 Sport captured some of the action.
6 youth teams have confirmed participation in the 5th edition of the Courts All Sectors Netball League's Youth Development Program 2025. During the 2-week program, the focus will be on developing the mental, physical and technical capacity of these under-16 players, with a final objective of increasing player participation and overall love for the sport, as well as encouraging healthy lifestyles.
All the positive work they're doing here. If they miss a shot, so what? On defense, they're doing so much good work outside the circle.
Apart from benefiting from the expertise and experience of persons such as Samantha Wallace-Joseph and K.L. Connolly, who are among several recognized former top-level players and coaches associated with the teams, some of the players who expressed such an interest have also been gaining foundation knowledge in other areas such as scoring and officiating, rules and protocols, practical umpiring and netball code of conduct, among other areas, all form part of the holistic development approach of the league. On Wednesday, the TNT Under-14 team lost 14-7 against Seoul City. In Game 2, Northeast Southeast Development Academy defeated Barataria Netters 18-12, and Cardinals trounced Ariba United 19-8 in Game 3. The development program continues on August 18th, 19th, 20th, and the 22nd. Jassi Marik, CNC3 Sport.
Thanks, Jassi. Now, the pair of Shazad Ali and Anand Kelawan won the Chaguaramas Golf Club's 2-all Better Ball tournament on the weekend. Dozens of players golfed along the backdrop of the stunningly picturesque Chaguaramas Valley. The field contained several star golfers as well as a number of TNT's top junior talent. Teeing off to vie for top honors in rainy conditions, which made the course somewhat bit damp and soggy in certain parts. It tested the true skill of the players vying for top prizes, but in the end, Ali and Kelawan reigned over the rest. The second place pair of Curtis Moses and Andy Gomez-Burke, while in third was Khalil Nabi and Ernest Caesar. Now let's take a look at sporting developments around the region. Elsewhere, attorney at law Calvin Hope is the Barbados Cricket Association's new president. Its outgoing vice president ascended one rung on the BCA's org chart by a landslide to become the association's 12th president on Tuesday at Kensington Oval. He replaces Conde Riley, who held the post since 2017.
I've said in my manifesto that we need to do some resetting, but we have to work on the strategic plan for our cricket. We have to pull the board, get the board together, and immediately put some committees in place. And will review the secretariat, making it more responsive. We want to build unity. That is the main focus.
The 68-year-old Hope attracted 158 votes, winning over former Barbados chairman of selectors Henderson Brooms, who received 68. Former West Indies opening batsman Fuller Wallace received 57 votes, and former BCA Vice President Jeff Brooms just 13 in the presidential race. In other results, Attorney-at-Law Gregory Nichols was returned as secretary, Carlos Braffett, Henderson Wallace, and Winston Haynes were elected to the board of directors. Hope first joined the board as a director in 1997. He narrowly lost out to Riley in 2023, following unsuccessful presidential campaigns in 2007 and 2011. And Trinidad and Tobago road cyclist Tennille Campbell has joined Team Torelli for the end of the 2025 season. Campbell will make her debut for Torelli in Belgium this weekend. The trailblazing Team TTO cyclist was previously employed by Liv Alula Jaco and is currently living and racing in Belgium as part of the Flandrian Scholarship Program.
Finally, in our sport high tonight, it's grand opening, grand closing. There are 90-plus minutes in a football match, but Botafogo were in a rush against Liga de Quito. From kickoff, a swashbuckling attack, pitch-perfect cross, and a volley to match the service. The only goal of the game came after 17 seconds, but it's worth all three and takes tonight's CNC3 Sport High.
Thank you so much, Jovan. Let's take a break. Stay with us right here on CNC3.
Is high blood sugar the root cause of diabetes? Most people think high blood sugar is the problem. The truth, it's inflammation. Insulin resistance is the root cause of diabetes. Reducing that inflammation is key. Omega XL is a natural option. Not fish oil, but a patented green-lipped muscle extractor with over 30 fatty acids, including EPA and DHA. Clinically studied, backed by over 30 years of research. Stay tuned.
Omega XL. Power your health.
Plumbing problems? Don't guess. Call Plumbing Solutions at 628-4646. Proud to be serving Trinidad and Tobago for over 20 years. We do it all. Maintenance and repairs, new construction, sewer lines, inspection, drain cleaning, leak detection. We are licensed and insured, so call Plumbing Solutions at 628-4646.
Presenting the most modern pharmaceutical facility in the country. Food Basket Hyperfarm Pharmacy Food Basket Complex, Arima. We stock the widest range of health and beauty products, baby supplies, stationery, fragrances, and cosmetics. Our organic, sugar, and gluten-free products cater to vegans and the health conscious. A wide assortment of dispensary medication and over-the-counter items at the most affordable prices. Make Hyperfarm Pharmacy your choice. Located on the compound of Food Basket Complex, Arima.
Get the best in affordable eyewear. Frames with blue filter lenses and eye exam, $399. Single vision lenses with transitions on designer frames, $799. Progressive transitions with designer frames, $1,399. Happening only at Seaview Optical. Affordable eye care for everyone.
It's time to recap our headlines. Amid concerns and warnings, the Prime Minister assures migrants there will be no mass deportations.
Divers currently searching for a body in Toko waters as a man is feared to have drowned.
In sport, it's bronze again for Team TTO on the track at Pan American Juniors in Paraguay.
And in the weather for tomorrow, partly cloudy periods with scattered thunderstorms over Trinidad.
As we leave you, let's remind you to stay connected with us on our social media platforms.
There you'll find tonight's stories, the latest updates, and exclusive content. And don't forget to pick up a copy of the Guardian newspaper.
We've come to the end of the 7 p.m. news on CNC3. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ria Rambly.
I'm Ryan Beachu.
I'm Jovan Ravello.
And I'm Jean-Marc Rampersad. Have a good night.